Hi there. I'm not sure if you feel it, but I feel my hips expanding to make room for this baby. This normally happens right away, but can only become noticeable a little bit later on in your pregnancy. So this sequence will help strengthen and stabilize your outer hip while that expansion is taking place, and it gives your low back a little extra support too. So let's move to the mat. Let's start out at tabletop, where our shoulders are right over our hands and our hips are right over our knees, and start to circle your hips around slowly. So make as big or as small circles as you want. You might want to stay in an area and feel that stretch all around your hip sockets, hip flexors, or low back. Make it feel really good as you loosen up your joints. Good. Now switch directions of your circles and find any sticky spots, and notice if you start to breathe in and out through your nose with long, steady breaths that it might just release a little bit more. Keep light pressure in your wrists. Keep circling and loosening and breathing. And then coming back to center, take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, extend your right leg back behind you, and then place your foot on the ground. Reach your right arm up to the sky as your left foot turns out to the side. Press into your left hand as you raise your right arm directly above, so all joints are stacked in one long line. And you can look down for extra balance. Start to lift your right leg up so it's extended straight out from your hip. Now flex that foot and we'll do 10 leg lifts here. So inhale your leg up just a few inches, lifting on your inhales. Number 2, nice and slow for 3. Breathe in and press that leg up. 4. Lifting from that outer hip. 5. Reach through your fingertips. 6. Breathe. 7. Come on, 8. Flex that foot and lift an inch higher. 2 more. Good, and last one. Now keep your leg lifted straight out from your hip. Release your right hand on your hip as we do tiny circles in each direction. So this time, point your toes and draw tiny circles with your big toe the size of a softball. So keep that leg straight and feel your outer hip strengthening. Reverse direction and try drawing that circle and then stopping and then drawing another. Come on, point those toes and one more big lift with your leg, and then come back to all fours. Breathe in and drop your belly towards the mat. Relax your shoulders down your back. And breathe out through your mouth as you round your upper back for cat pose, relaxing your neck. Take 2 more cat-cows as you slow your breath and move your spine with your breath. As you breathe out on your last one, sit back on your heels. Now sit up and roll out your wrists. Nice. Now place your palms together and then press down. And then place the back of your hands together and press up. Good. Okay, come back to all fours and finding equal pressure in all 4 legs of your table. And then extend your right leg back behind you. Point those toes. And then breathe out as you bend your knee to tap your right tricep. Breathe in and extend back behind you. 4 more times. Breathe out and tap. Reach and extend. Lift that knee as high as it can go up in your armpit and extend it back. Number 4, bend into tap. Long leg back behind you. Last one, tap and inhale slowly, kicking that leg back. Point those toes one last time and then slowly release down. Step your right foot on the outside of your right hand and wiggle that foot forward any amount. Tuck your back toes and straighten your left leg, pressing into your hands. Now drive your left hip down towards the ground to where your hips are parallel. And feel the nice hip flexor stretch in your left leg and the outer hip stretch in your right. Stay here, or for more strengthening, set your back knee down and come forward any amount, maybe onto your forearms to stretch. Breathe here and then soften something. So if you're on your forearms, breathe in and come back up to your hands. Back knee is down, and you're welcome to put a block underneath your right hand if you want. Start to slowly bend your back knee and then reach for your foot with your left hand. Drive your left hip towards the ground and breathe into this deep quad stretch. So press your right knee into your arm. Breathe and expand your belly. Good. Slowly release this stretch, coming back towards the center. And placing your hands down right underneath your shoulders. Step your right leg back into tabletop. Now, circle your hips however you'd like and notice any difference in your hips. And yes, we get to do the other side now. So, come back to center, breathe in deep through your nose, and then breathe out to reach your left leg back behind you. Set your foot down, lift your left arm, your right foot turns out to the side, press into your right hand and your left goes above to make one long line. Look down and lift your left leg up so it's level with your hip. Flex that foot and get ready for 10 leg lifts. So as you breathe in, your leg goes straight up towards the sky. Lift everything on your inhales for 2. Breathe in slowly now for 3. Number 4, reach those fingers higher. 5, think about your belly for balance. 6, breathe in and lift. 7, you're almost there. 8, flex that foot and lift an inch higher. 9, press into your right fingertips. And 10, last one. Good. Stay here and let your left hand rest on your hip as we do tiny circles in each direction. So point your toes and draw those circles. Keep them small, keep that leg straight. Keep those hips strong as they expand and allow the room for your baby to grow. Good, reverse directions now. Draw that circle with your toe and then stop and then go again. Take one more big lift with your leg and then come back to all fours. Good. Take a cat-cow here, really relaxing your neck and shoulders, letting any tension go. And as you breathe out, press back to child's pose. Breathe in deep here and release that breath slowly. Breathe in as you press up to all fours and feel balanced, keeping your spine straight. Extend your left leg back behind you. Point those toes and then breathe out as you bend your knee to tap your left tricep. Breathe in, extend that leg back behind you. 4 more times on your own. Breathe out as you bend your knee in and in as you extend your leg straight back behind you. Feel the outer hip working along with your core. Keep your neck long, extending out in front. Keep your hips steady and balanced. After your last one, reach your legs straight back. Tucking your tailbone under slightly, and then set your knee down and breathe. Step your left foot on the outside of your left hand and move that foot forward any amount for more of a stretch. Tuck your back toes and straighten your back leg, pressing into your hands. Right hip goes towards the ground. Good. Nice stretch here. Feel your inner thighs scissoring towards each other. You can stay here, or you can set your back knee down, release your back toes, and stretch forward any amount. Maybe come down onto your forearms. Now is the time to soften, so maybe your jaw or maybe your upper back, extra tension to relax those areas. If you're on your forearms, breathe in to come back up onto your hands. Back knee is down, and here's where you can put a block under your left hand. Start to slowly bend your back knee and reach for your foot. So your right hip draws forward and towards the ground. Feel that quad stretch. Maybe open up your left knee and resist yourself by your knee pressing into your arms and the top of your right foot presses into your hand. Let your belly take up all the space you've created. And then slowly release your hands and place them down right underneath your shoulders. Step your left leg back into tabletop. Good. Breathe out and walk your knees wide. Big toes come together and press back into child's pose. Hips can be as high as you want to make room for your belly. Relax the back of your neck and feel how heavy your forearms are on the mat. Feel your belly expand for your baby. And take deep breaths in and slow breaths out.